Back at it again, and yes, we have to talk about Trump once again. I know it's been like 3-4 days in a row that we've been talking about Uncle Trump, but hey, he's the leader of the Republican Party at this point, as far as I'm concerned. And there's an important topic of discussion that I want to discuss with you guys, and you guys can let me know your thoughts and your opinions about it in the comment section below. But I think this is really, really important that, I touch on this and we discuss this because I think it could have long-lasting ramifications if it is not addressed and talked about now. All right, so before we hop into it, make sure you guys hit that like button so this video is sent out to more and more people. That engagement counts. The engagement counts, guys. I'm telling you. Hit that like button so YouTube is forced to send this video out to more and more people. Comment below. Even if you only comment for the algorithm, I greatly appreciate all comments. That also helps with the algorithm as well because it shows that you guys are engaging with the video, okay? So like and comment, and please be aware there is a scammer in my comment section. Do not be scammed. The only way to donate to me is via the YouTube platform or through the YouTube platform via a super thanks. It's called a super thanks. That is the only way to donate to me. If you see a profile picture that looks like mine with a name like mine, they're telling you to go to WhatsApp or Telegram, it's a scam, okay? Only way to donate to me is through the YouTube platform itself. All right, now let's dive into this topic of discussion. I got a video that I want to play for you guys first, and then we're going to dive more into it. I got a few clips, so stick around.
Let's bring in somebody who knows a lot about the legal system. He's a lawyer. He's a Republican senator from the great state of Louisiana.
One of my favorite senators.
John Kennedy, a member of the Senate Judiciary Committee.
Guy's hilarious.
Senator, good morning to you.
Good morning.
I know that a lot of people are suggesting that this is politically motivated, but it is at its very core, there's a problem, and that is the statute of limitations on this ran out after 2 years. 5 years if it's felony, and this is way past that.
Allegedly.
Well, for what it's worth, Steve, here's the way I see it. America's institutions should not be or be perceived to be political.
Yes, sir.
Look at the damage that former FBI Director Comey did to the FBI. Mm-hmm. In this particular case, it's hard to know where the justice begins and the politics ends. The Manhattan District Attorney, Mr. Bragg, we're not exactly talking about Oliver Wendell Scalia here. He's not a neutral arbiter. He's more of an activist than an impartial prosecutor. He believes cops are a bigger problem than criminals who refuses to prosecute many crimes. He's the one who tried to prosecute Mr. Jose Alba, the bodega proprietor, when he had to stab a robber to save his own life.
I think we talked about that topic of discussion. There was a bodega owner who I think after the situation, he even left the country. If I remember the story correctly, if anybody knows, let me know in the comment section. But I believe he left the country. I could be wrong about that. But there was a bodega owner who was getting robbed, basically. Well, I wouldn't say he was getting robbed, but he was being threatened. I guess some chick, if I remember the story correctly, I may not have it 100%, but a chick came in to buy something. She didn't have the money. She got upset, left, got her boyfriend. Her boyfriend comes in, with like some designer shirt when the chick didn't have a few dollars to pay for whatever it was she was trying to pay for. He got upset. He went around the back, into... Because, like when you go into like a little bodega, they have like a little area where the owner or the cashier sits. They sit in like a little room with a glass in between. Well, the guy walked around into the little room where the cash register and the bodega owner were, and was started to push him around. And this little old frail guy, and this young black gentleman, started pushing him, and he ended up stabbing the guy. And if I remember correct, he died. He died. The bodega owner was just trying to defend himself. Like, it's an older gentleman, he couldn't fight back with his hands. The guy was too young, too strong, too agile, somebody unfortunately lost their life. But this guy here, well, you can't see my cursor, but Alvin Bragg wanted to charge him. And it's just like, wait, now you get charged for self-defense? You can't even defend yourself. And the whole situation was on camera. On camera. So it's not even up for debate what happened. You could see on the video what happened. So that says a lot about this this guy Alvin Bragg here. But let's continue on.
And I don't know what Mr. Bragg has as evidence. Maybe he has the complete goods.
Yeah,
but,
maybe.
He can do a lot of damage here to a very important institution if he's not careful. And I would say the same thing if President Trump were a Democrat or if the shoe were on the other foot.
It's the right thing.
What do you look at the other cases? Do you look at them as bigger threats to the Trump team? Because what's happening in Atlanta, they're going to prosecute. What's happening in the Mar-a-Lago investigation, the January 6th. Do you look at all those and think they also are political, or do you see more substance in them?
Well, here's what I think. I think prosecutors ought to keep their mouth shut. I think prosecutors ought to let the facts and the evidence do the talking.
Right.
I don't think prosecutors ought to be politicians. I don't want to have to worry if I'm accused of a crime, whether the prosecutor's a Republican or a Democrat or a crypto socialist like Mr. Bragg. That's not the way our system is supposed to work.
Facts.
Senator, I agree that this could do great damage to, the institutions in our country and trust in our judicial system. But can we talk about the politics for a second? Do you see,
Sure.
if this happens, if Donald Trump has a mugshot, and is
Fingerprinted.
this and he's fingerprinted, does this hurt Donald Trump? Or does it rally support? Because Elon Musk, even the Babylon Bee had an interesting tweet
Lindsey
saying,
Graham.
yeah, they all said this is going to help Donald Trump.
I agree it's going to help. This is going to help Donald Trump 100%. Because it's just going to supercharge everything that he had been saying. And it's going to wake a lot of those middling people up. And let's be honest, the middling people are going to decide this next election. Those people in the middle that are movable, obviously, there's a lot of people on the left that no matter what you tell them, the Yuri Bezmenov, I think that was his name, he perfectly described it. You can present all the facts to them and it won't matter. There's a lot of those folks on the left, but there's a lot of folks also that are in the middle currently, and they're going to decide it. And I think a huge chunk of those middling folks are going to lean to the right if this all goes down, especially with everything that's coming out as far as the evidence that I've heard of. Now, like you said, maybe Alvin has something, okay? Maybe he does, all right? Now, do I think even that will matter? No. Not at all. I mean, this is such a minor thing, in my humble opinion, that to go after a former president like this, seems a bit extreme to me, in my personal opinion. But what do y'all think?
I don't know. I can't predict the future, so I'm going to have to wait on it like everybody else. I've said this about the presidential race. My prediction is the experts will be wrong. The people that hate President Trump will probably applaud. The people that just love President Trump will probably get angry. But those who look at the larger issue.
Did he just say Trump was going to lose with that?
Allowing American institutions to appear to be politicized, whether they are or not, undermines our judicial system, which is one of the reasons, and our judicial system is one of the reasons America became the most extraordinary country in all of human history. It's why so many others want to come here and so many business people want to invest here.
Senator,
you turn your sorry, go ahead.
I just wanted to ask one tiny little question to wrap this up, and that is, after he announced on Truth Social that he supposes he's going to be arrested tomorrow, Donald Trump said people should protest.
Now, this is the topic of discussion that I want to dive deeper into. Now we're getting to the meat and potatoes right here.
McCarthy came out and said, don't protest. Where do you come down on this?
Well, in America, you're free to protest.
Yeah.
You're not really free if you can't express yourself, but do it peacefully. Don't be a knucklehead and riot.
Yeah.
I mean, do it peacefully.
Okay.
Now, that's what I want to dive deeper into, but I wanted to play more of that clip because I thought there was a lot more value in in playing more than just that final clip. Now, I think there's something's being set up here, and I'm going to play some clips for you guys. Now, I cannot confirm with 100% certainty that these clips are 100% legit. Because people can edit things and make it look like they were new, and it could be from a movie, who knows? But if these clips are real, I think something big is being set up. Let's dive into it. Now, here is a clip of New York. Now, this video does say this was released 23 hours ago, but this could be an older video. As you can see, there are trees with full green leaves, so this could be an older video. But if this video is legit, man, check this out. Check this out. Look at that. Look at that. A sea, an absolute sea of people. Absolute sea right there. Now, like I said, full disclosure, this video could be an older clip. And not from, recently, the past few days. But I also want to show you guys this clip. And this is what I really want to dive into and why I wanted to talk to you guys today. So, allegedly, police are taking out barricades. I have no evidence to back this up. So, I don't get hit with any misinformation, I have no solid evidence to back this up. But if we go out and protest, right, which is all right, I agree 100% with Senator Kennedy. And if you do it peacefully. They are, in my humble opinion, they are waiting for something to try to bury Trump once again. I played the clip of Rachel Maddow. And I'm sure you guys have seen other clips of these leftists crying about, oh, Trump called for people to protest. Oh, well, here goes another J6 part 2. Here we go again. This is Trump. He should be indicted on this too. They're waiting for it. They want us to protest and do what the left does. That's what they want. And if it's something that they want, it's something that we shouldn't do. Obviously, I shouldn't even have to say that. But I think there could be a false flag situation that happens. That where somebody pretends to be a Trump supporter, dresses like a Trump supporter, tries to act and fit in with Trump supporters, and they do some foolish stuff. And listen, I'm going to tell you guys this, and I think this is really, really important. If you go out and protest, if you see anybody, I don't care if it's in your own local town or city, whatever. If you see anybody damaging any property whatsoever, you pull out your phone and you record that SOB. You record them and you call them out and you let folks know that they are false flagging. And you let folks know this is not what we do. They are not a part of us. Because I guarantee you they're going to be wearing a mask, which makes it even more obvious who they are and what they're trying to do. So I think it's important that we call them out and we get them on film. We all have these, or at least most of us do. Use them. Use them. Pull your phone out and you record these folks doing their dirty deeds if it happens. Now, like I said, I have no information, no evidence that this is going to happen, but if it does, you stop it and you stop it immediately. Record it. Have someone call the cops on it. So there's a trail of folks letting people know, because we all know as soon as that stuff starts to happen, the mainstream media they're going to run it on the loop. J6 all over again. J6 all over again. J6. And then when we come back with receipts, phone calls to the police. Hey, there's some guys dressed as Trump supporters. They aren't really Trump supporters. We can tell because they have masks on and MAGA hats. Like, we don't wear masks around here, and they're destroying stuff. We're all peaceful except for these few guys. I've got them on camera. Somebody else has got them on camera as well. So not only do we have the trail as far as calling the police about these situations, but we also have them on film while we're all peaceful. Because the left is going to try to use that to run with it and garner more support from, the middling group. Let's not give it to them. Let's not give it to them. All right? Now, you guys, let me know what you thought about this in the comment section below. If you guys thought that first clip was a legit, real clip that was recorded recently, I don't think it was, but I saw it and was interesting. It said that it had dropped recently, so who knows? Who knows? But as far as this false flag situation, I thought that was an important topic of discussion to touch on today. And yeah, let's be vigilant. Let's be peaceful. Let's make our voices heard, but let's be peaceful and be vigilant and make sure that none of these leftists try to paint us in a negative light and pin something on us that we did not do. Peace and love, family. I'm out.